What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Jax. If this is your first time here, thank you so much for joining me. If you are a return subscriber, thank you so much for being here. And if you haven't already, make sure you hit that notification bell so you guys can be notified whenever I drop a new video. And if you aren't subscribed, what are you doing? Go ahead and subscribe right now. So a lot of things that I would like to incorporate on this channel, and why not start that switch up the vibration with a get to know me tag, so all of the newbies can get to know me, all of the oldies can get to know me, and we can just get to know each other. But my get to know me tag is going to be a little bit different because I'm going to introduce myself first, and I'm going to give you my top 5 yeses, things that I like, or rather, and my top 5 things that I don't like. Now before we move forward, make sure you smash that like button. Smash it. First things first, I'm Jax. I go by Jax. My friends know me as Jax. My kids know me as Jax. My mother calls me Jax. That's who I am. My name is actually Jacqueline, and I use Jax because it's way shorter. I hate when people say Jacqueline or Jacqueline. My name is Jacqueline. So to end the confusion, I just go by Jax. I am 34 years young. I know. Where? Shout out to my parents for the good genes. Thank you, moms. Thank you, pops. Okay? Can we get into her? Really, it's the healing for me. That's why my skin glows the way that it does. I do have 2 children. Like I said, I am a mom. I have 2 daughters. They are 15 and 10. They are everything to me. I am a business owner, an entrepreneur. I own a spiritual practice because I am your spiritual coach, okay? I be dropping all the gems for your life, for your spirit. That is me. I also am a server on the side. I do serve and bartend, you know, work with the people. That's what I do. And I'm from New York. I was born and raised in Long Island, New York. And I now live in North Carolina, North Kakalaki. I have lived in New Jersey, I have lived in New York, and I am now residing in North Carolina. So my top 5 things. Top 5 things that I like, they're in no particular order at all. They're just written here. So spirituality is one of them. Spirituality changed my life. Being spiritual changed my entire life. So spirituality had to be on my likes. Also, water. If you're not drinking water, what are you doing? Funny story, your girl was allergic to water. Not literally allergic, but there was a time in my life where you wouldn't catch me dead drinking water. Carmex is another one of my favorite things. Top 5. Come on, y'all. Who likes crusty lips? Nobody. And I just love the tingliness that Carmex puts on your lips. And my kids is another thing. They should have been number 1, right? My kids, they are everything to me. And last but not least, I love smelling good. I love for my home to smell good. I love for myself to smell good. I just love to smell good. I don't like douse myself in it and, you know, smell like I took a shower in my perfume, but I am that woman who you can smell coming or you can smell walk past you. Like, that's me. I just love to smell good, and I love for people around me to smell good. I just love smells. Don't judge me though, because you guys have your weird shit too, okay? So if me smelling good and me liking to smell people is the weirdest thing that you guys pick out of this video, then really. Like, you've got to be weirder than me. That's all I'm saying. My top 5 things that I don't like, again, in no particular order. I don't like hypocrites. I don't like liars. I don't like phony people. So let's get those 3 out of the way. Liars, don't lie to me. Don't lie to me. Granted, my intuition tells me when you're lying. But even if for 1 second my intuition was off, don't lie to me. Period. I don't like peas. I never liked peas. My mom said that when I was a baby, she used to like try to hide it in food, and I would still just spit out the peas. So peas are not for me. They're just not for me. And I think that's 5 things. Oh, sauerkraut. That's another thing I wrote down. Sauerkraut. I don't like hot dogs. I don't eat meat. But even when I did eat hot dogs, no. It's a no for me for sauerkraut. All right, let's get to these IG questions. So I got, what was your favorite subject in school? To be honest, I liked like the creative things. I loved music. I loved arts. I loved those kinds of things. But as far as like core subjects, science and math, was I good at them? Probably not. But you know, I tried. I graduated. I have a diploma. What do you mean when you say you specialize in inner child healing? I love this question. I love this question. So a lot of the times when we are growing through the things we grow through, and I say grow intentionally because we don't go through anything. Everything that happens to us, we are going through, and it was always supposed to be that way. We are just growing through it. So as we grow and we get older, we have these situations and these traumas that happen, and we like to blame those people for whatever it is that we are dealing with at the moment. A lot of the times it's not them to blame. A lot of the times this is a defense mechanism that we build up from a relationship or a trauma from our childhood, and it affects us now in our adulthood. And a lot of people don't like to tap into that. A lot of people like to say, no, but he cheated on me and that's why I don't trust. It's not always the case. That added to the fact that you have you don't trust people. That added to it, but I guarantee you stopped trusting way before you met that person. So with my readings, with the fact of how I pick up on energy and how I can just attune to other people's energy, I use those things together to help you peel back those layers of your childhood so that you can be a whole adult. Again, I'm going to say this, so you can be a whole adult, so you can be whole and be present for yourself and everyone around you. Because there's absolutely no way that you can be good for anyone in your life if you aren't good for yourself. So I start with the inner child, and boy, let me tell you, I'm still in the process of healing my inner child right now. I'm reparenting her, and it is really difficult, but it is so rewarding at the same time. It's really hard to have humility and peel back those layers and work through those things. But if you want to work through those things, I'm your girl. I'm the one who's going to creep inside your soul and get to that inner child that's hiding in there, that comes out every time your trauma is triggered. I'm the one who's going to dig deep and help you with that. So the next question is candles or incense. I like both. I don't use more one than the other. I like them both. I like candles because they make the house smell good. Incense, your girl be smirking on it. Okay? So that helps with the smoke sense as well. If you guys hear any noise in the background, I said your girl is a mom, so please bear with the noise. They don't seem to understand when I say I'm filming to be quiet. So why do you use I, E-Y-E, instead of I, spelled with the letter I? Well, the reason that I do that is it's more of a conscious thing, more of me being aware of what I say, how I speak. It's making me more aware of what comes after I am or I'm or I. Because a lot of the times what we say after that, our spirit tends to take on. Words have vibration, words have energy. So when we speak and we let them out, our soul seems to take them on, or when we put it out into the universe, it comes back to our spirit. So I say I, E-Y-E, because I'm speaking from my third eye, from my mind's eye, that I'm consciously speaking to you, to myself, from my higher self in this present moment, as opposed to I, which is very self, wants, as opposed to needs, if that makes sense. So I, spelled with the letter I, to me is very ego, shadow. I like to vibrate with my highest self, my higher self, and my mind's eye, and my lighter self, and lead with love. And I feel like for myself personally, this might not be everybody, but for myself personally, that's why I say that. So I hope that that answers your question. What are you mixed with? I really hate this question. I used to get this question asked to me a lot in high school and junior high school, and I used to answer it then. So if you are one of those people who asked me and you are watching this right now, you know the answer to that, because back then I would answer it. Right now, I am a spiritual being having a human experience, and I am mixed with spirit and human, half my mama and half my daddy. So to answer your question, I'm half my mom and half my dad. That's what I am mixed with. Does size matter? What are we talking about here? That's my answer. What are we talking about here? What is it for you? So I'm guessing that this means like what I just said earlier. It's the healing for me, you know? So I'm guessing that's what that means. And if I had to narrow it down to something to say, for me, it's the healing and ascension. It is the healing and ascension for me. Healing and ascension changed my entire life, like saved my life. Literally saved my life. I wanted to die. Like I wanted to no longer be on this earth. My anxiety was so bad. I felt like such a failure, and healing myself, knowing that I'm not alone, knowing that I'm okay, actually saved me. I had to go through a lot more hard stuff in order to get here, but the hard stuff isn't as hard once you know yourself and what tools to use to heal yourself. So it's the healing and ascension for me. Next question is, how many brothers and sisters do you have? I don't have any brothers that I know of. For my mother, I'm the only biological child. I do have a stepsister from my mom. For my father, he has 3 biological children. I am the oldest, and I have 2 younger sisters. None of my siblings, we don't really communicate. So I'm an only child. That was really rude. I mean, I wish it was different, you know, but I just pray for my parents that they can heal themselves so that we can heal. I want to break the generational curses of siblings not talking and being against each other and not loving each other and all of the hate that happens in the world. I wish that I could be that vessel. So to my siblings, my 3 sisters, you know who you are. I'm not going to say your name and expose you, but I want you to know that I love you, and I would really like to have a relationship with you, and the door is open. One of you in particular, 2 of you in particular, know how to contact me. And yes, I know that it goes both ways, but I feel like I contact you guys enough and you don't contact me back, so I'm wasting my energy. And I don't deserve that. So if you would like a relationship with me, this is getting spicy, you guys. This is how you need to reach me. You can reach me on YouTube. You can reach me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all Gems with Jax. Same handle, Gems with Jax, okay? Find me, talk to me, love me. Let's heal together. Because I'm pretty sure we have a lot more traumas that are relatable than you think. I mean, granted, we come from the same nutsack. Okay? Let's see what's next. What was the reason you started Gems with Jax? Oh, this is a good question. I actually really like this question. So I started Gems with Jax really to hold myself accountable. I was going through a really hard time in my life. I was semi-homeless, like I was living in a hotel. You know what? That's for a story time. I was going through a really hard time, and I didn't see the light of it at the end of the tunnel. I didn't know how I was going to get out of this mess. I didn't even know where to begin to even try to get out of the mess. So I started finding these quotes that spoke to my spirit, and I started posting them on Instagram. And for those of you who are here from the IG family, you know I used to write like a little, excerpt or, like a little paragraph or something, like an homage to myself. But I addressed it to you guys. And I was really talking to me. And in that, me helping myself heal myself helped a lot of other people. And I was like, I've got something going here. And then in that time, my mentor told me, like, girl, you just like me. And I'm like, child, I'm not reading the cards. And she kept pushing me and pushing me and pushing me until I started reaching parts of my highest self. And here I am with Gems with Jax, a spiritual powerhouse. I am your spiritual coach. So I started Gems with Jax to coach myself through my healing. And now it is to coach others, to be a me. I always used to say, I wish I had a me for me. I wish I had someone who kept it real, who told me the truth, who told me that it was going to be okay. Ooh, my foot is so itchy right now. I don't know what that means when the bottom of your feet itch. You know how they say when your palms itch, money's coming? But the bottom of my feet have been so itchy. If one of y'all know what that is, comment down below. Let me know what that is. Do y'all know? I don't know. But anyway, I started Gems with Jax to hold myself accountable, to be a spiritual coach to myself, and in turn it started healing others, and I just rolled with the punches. Like, I went with it, and healing me allowed me to step into my divine life purpose, which was healing all of you. So that's how it started. What is your biggest fear? My biggest fear is failing my children. And I failed a couple of times. But I didn't fail completely because I'm still here. They're still here. They still know that they are loved. They still are intelligent. And we are healing together. So that's my biggest fear. Have you ever been married? I almost was twice. But to answer your question, no. What is your favorite color? I'm wearing it. It's purple. Purple is my favorite color. What is your favorite thing about yourself? I mean, feature or like characteristic. So feature is my eyes. No. Yes, my eyes and my voice. But characteristic or energy or whatever, my heart. It's kind of like good and bad. Bad because people take advantage. Not anymore though, because your girl is healed and I set boundaries and we don't accept the BS over here. Okay? But my heart, just how I have been through so many things. I have grown through so many things, so much pain, so much heartache, so much betrayal, so much, resistance from the positive life force in this universe. That I can still smile and still love and still wish to be loved and be receiving of love and be able to give love. Like, odds were against me to be this person who smiles and is at peace. Like, I was supposed to be dead or in jail, and I'm not. And so my heart, I guess, to answer your question. Men or women, I've got asked this question way too many times on my IG stories. Like, what is it that you want to know? In general, I love everybody. So, romantic relationships, I'm strictly dickly. Okay? What kind of music do you listen to? Everything. I listen to everything from reggae to soca to hip hop to Christian contemporary to gospel music to country music to pop music to punk rock to R&B, like classical music. I listen to it all. Is life different now that you have your gifts? I wouldn't say now that I have my gifts because I feel like I've always had them. Life is different now that I'm accepting of them, if that makes sense. Just want to say you're amazing. Thank you. You're amazing too, and you know who you are. You are amazing too, and I just want to say that I love you, that I see you growing, I see you ascending, I see you hustling, I see you healing, and I wish that the little smile and warmth and love that you just brought to me with that message comes back to you 10 times because you deserve it. May blessings rain down upon you. How long was your longest relationship? Too fucking long. Over 15 years. Yeah. More than half of my life. Tell me about it. My favorite food, I love like Dominican food, Puerto Rican food. I love mofongo, arroz con andule, congri. What else is some of my favorites? Like, I just love Hispanic tostones, arroz con habichuela. Like, I just love so much seasoning, so much flavor. Oh, Jamaican food too. Oh my God. Just Caribbean. Listen. I just love food that is flavorful and tastes good, okay? Every food is my favorite food, except for peas and bananas and sauerkraut. What made you give up eating meat? It was for spiritual purposes. It was for health purposes. I want to live forever. It took me 32.5 years to find this place where I'm content with life, where I'm happy being me, where I'm embracing the skin that I'm in, and I'm still getting there. Like, I'm still getting comfortable with who you see today. I don't really know her that well, and I'm still getting to know her. So I want to live forever, and I want to live in this space for a really long time. So whatever it is that I can do for myself to make sure that happens, I will do that. If that means giving up one of my favorite foods, which was steak, then that's what I'll do, because more life is the goal. I hope that answered your question. Do you take your own advice? I didn't for a very long time. And for a very long time, I suffered because of that, because I would give people advice and then I would go through the same situations that they were coming to me for advice for, but I would do exactly opposite of what they told me. And then they would do what I told them, and then I'd be left like feeling some type of way. So it wasn't until the Hood Healer gave me a reading, I was like, bitch, your friends, they not really feeling your friendship right now, because you ain't even really a friend. And you know why you ain't even really a friend? You ain't even really a friend because you're not a friend to yourself. And it literally took me 6 months to figure that out. And my battery is about to die with these questions. Okay, so let's get these questions done. Have you ever been arrested? Yes, twice. 60-second story time. I was listening to music in the shower, washing my hair, scrubbing my stomach, and my daughter kicked me. And I found that I was pregnant with her 6 months into my pregnancy. I found out by her kicking me. There you go. If you guys want more details, let me know. I will do a story time. I have so many to go. How old are you? I answered that already. I'm 34. What is your big three? I'm an Aries sun. I'm a Cancer rising, and I am an Aquarius moon. My big three, I know. Those of you that know, you know. But it's okay. Don't judge me. Just love me. That's all the questions. That is all the questions, you guys. So that is going to wrap up this video. I hope you guys got to know your girl a little bit more. I really had fun doing this. I enjoyed this. I enjoyed the questions. If you guys like this video, please smash that like button. If you liked the video, again, subscribe so you can come back for more. I promise you, I'm going to be more consistent with recording at least one video a week. I promise you. I was trying and going for Vlogmas, but your girl's life is not that interesting. And I couldn't really record me doing readings because those things are confidential. So I didn't want people's businesses or business out there. So my life is kind of boring, but when I do cool, fun things that I can vlog for, I will bring you guys around. I will do some how-tos like candle magic and moon manifestations and spiritual baths and healing oils and all of that good stuff. So you're going to see more on this channel. I really appreciate you guys being here so very much. And as I always say, go out in the world and be you, know you, love you, do you, for you, okay? Because nobody Nobody can take that from you. I'm going to say it one more time. Be you, know you, love you, do you, for you. Gems dropped, you guys. I hope to see you soon.